Hi friends, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Kristen if you're new here, and I moved to Nova Scotia from the United Kingdom in May 2021 with my husband and our two daughters. We're just documenting what we're doing here, our progress as we start Homestead and we go through the immigration process to become permanent residents. It's been really hot for the last couple of weeks, so footage has been only for small projects. And we took some time out just to escape the heat, but it's finally broken today. We've got loads of rain. I'm absolutely loving just listening to the sound of rain. The vegetables look really happy, and I don't have to water, so that's excellent. So I'll roll the footage and you can see what we've been up to. Off to the river bridge.
Yeah.
We are absolutely loving that there's so much water in Nova Scotia, surrounded by water, lakes, rivers, everything. It's our favourite way to unwind, chill out and cool off. One thing we're noticing here is there's not nearly as many cabbage white, or there isn't where we are, as there are in the UK. The UK we had net everything that we're still getting in. Here we've just got a few, one or two, and we're just using the chickens to keep that under control.
So we've got these. Here, I'll give them to Saturn.
Wow. Is that broccoli?
Yes.
Oh, this is the broccoli plant. Here's Saturn.
That's cabbage.
Oh, right. Go on, honey.
Look, here's broccoli. Here.
You need a new chick, he's full.
Oh my gosh.
There's Haribo and Skittles.
There's loads of them.
Yeah.
Get him. Keep eating. That's it. You dropped it.
Don't drop the caterpillar, eat that.
That's it. Good girl, Brownie. Oh.
So we have just strung up the cucumbers, the overcrowded cucumbers. So they're sort of strung up, and we've strung up two tomatoes that were expanding. We'll have a bit of a trim just because things might get a little out of control. So probably not the best practice, but we've done it. We'll see what happens. And Bridget's trailing this one this way. So it's getting rather crazy in here. Mark has put the beam up there so we're able to string those up. It looks like there's some corns forming, but I'm going to Google and double check the pollination on those, just to check that we're doing that right in case it's not being done by the insects. Be growing out the door, Bridge.
You just stay nice and neat there, yeah?
We would have some.
So what are you doing?
I am picking our first
Rhubarb, beetroot.
beetroot. Our first beetroot. So just that one.
He's quite big.
It's quite big.
How old is he?
How old is he? How old are you, beetroot? Yay! First zucchini. Excellent. Add it to our pile.
Can I look for another?
Look for another. We shall eat tonight. We shall feast.
This one's big. This one here. He's big.
Yeah. Yay!
Zucchini number 2.
This one.
Yeah.
Top one. So Bridget and I have finished stringing up the cucumbers. We've dug up some potatoes.
Yep.
Got our first beet and our first zucchinis. Ready for dinner tonight, so we shall eat tonight. Our little harvest. Excellent. Good stuff.
You think you're okay?
This beet's going to the supermarket, Bridge. Go shop in your own back garden.
For free.
For free. Wow. Not quite for free, but pretty much. So Ettie's just spotted the chickens are being naughty and they've literally crossed the road. So why did the chicken cross the road? Because they're naughty.
So, I'm just sharpening up the chainsaw. What are you doing, Chrissy?
We're about to plant some more beans. It's a bit late. We're going to plant some beans and some more beetroot where the potatoes are coming out, and lettuce.
Beans, lettuce,
Beetroot or beets.
beets.
And I'm also going to drain that tank down to the bottom one for
Watering.
just for watering.
I'm going to sharpen up the chainsaw. I'm going to finish cutting the wood that I picked up this morning, and then I'll come down and help you with the compost bin, okay?
Excellent. I am lucky enough to have some help from Bridget today. She is having a little weed. So because I wasn't sure what things were going to look like, it's all a bit weedy there. And most of the rutabaga has not come up. So that's Swede in the UK. So we
have any idea why there's a corn down here?
There's a corn there? No idea why there's a corn there. So we're going to put some beans in. So we're just trying to make the best use of the space. But we've got a short growing season and the beans are 56 days to maturity. So we're just, as we're harvesting or things aren't coming up, we're just jumping on it and putting something else in. So hopefully we can grow as much as we can before winter comes.
Oh, and look at the pumpkins, they're really starting to come up now. And we have my basil here, big sunflower, small sunflowers. We have potatoes coming up and a bunch of beetroot right there. So it's all good. It's all very clouded here. I can see a flower. Oh, I did want to find out whether this was a male or a female. It's a female, so I need to get to that and flower it. And this one, I can't tell. So this is what she does when she's not talking on camera. She's busy doing the labour.
Trying to get the water to siphon down to the bottom barrel.
So she has the gutters go into the barrels up there. That barrel there, that one it goes into first, and then she drags it down here. And then if it fills up, we go into that one there. And that, but I planted a load of basil, and that one's getting big. He's huge, and these ones here. And then this one is a little sad. And we planted a load of rhubarb because of the rhubarb we had up in the front yard had failed, and my lemon seeds are growing. So that's good. And she's stolen one for her bedroom, so I don't know whether that'll survive or not.
Emptying our lemons.
Yes.
So we're doing a few potatoes and then put some beets in.
Yeah. I'm gonna crash into your polytunnel. Pull! Come on, lady, pull! You got to bring the potatoes with them, you know.
I know, so we're going to have to dig them out. It's so dry in there. Yeah, we didn't mound these up particularly well because they grew
it's a learning process.
They grew faster than we could get the dirt.
Don't stab them though.
I'm trying not to stab them.
Yay, Taylor, we're making potatoes! Oh, there's a big one there, look, down there.
Thank you.
Welcome. Moral support.
More support, yeah.
And also I have better eyes. You've got lady eyes.
Baby
it's
worm.
a baby potato!
Thanks for my old lady eyes comment.
Sorry. Right. Oh, we've got to go the little one. We grew that. It's worth it. There, little potato.
Bush in the...
Yes, and we'll put the bush in the trunk. That's a big one.
Well, look, so they're the baby ones.
Yay.
So we might be picking them a bit too early.
We need the food, right? Well, grow up, you can't eat it.
I think potatoes are one of those ones where I'm really impatient for.
Yes.
here to have a wheelbarrow full of chickens. Any reason why you're all in the wheelbarrow? Any reason at all? Marcus got another load back, so pretty good going. Some big old stumps there, so we're hoping to borrow log splitter to get that all split up ready for winter. And I think we're going to put it on pallets up by the house, because even if we do the barn, we might not get it watertight anyway. And yeah, I think it's just going to go up here for now. This has cleared all of the weeds and he's getting the run out, so the turkey's going to live in here for a bit. But he's cleared this out so he can chop up this wood. He's just getting things ready, and we're probably going to mark out what size we want the barn. But we're now questioning the barn again. What size do we want it? Is it going to be a woodshed? Will it be in the right place eventually? Do we want a garage? Trying to make a decision when you don't have permanent residency.
The broccoli. Oh, awesome! There's broccoli. Yeah. Look at this. Perfect. Lovely. Plan for next year. How we want the garden. So this is the garden. Yellows are sunflowers, greens are comfrey, and those dots are here are pumpkins.
Now we have more of an idea of what we like growing, what grows fairly easily and what doesn't, how long things are taking and how big things are. We're planning the garden, so as we expand, we've got the beds in the right places, making a few changes to the existing beds that we have already so that we can maximise our growing.
So now we're planning out the polytunnel a little bit. So we have a strawberry bed in here.
Yes.
Tomatoes, peppers, including chili peppers and stuff. What's this bit?
Tomatoes, peppers and cucumbers.
And then what's that little square there? Corn?
Probably something else that wants to trellis. Or probably beans.
What kind of beans? Runner beans? Broad beans?
Bridget's really come into her own with researching how to pollinate plants and looking at any problems and looking them up and seeing what may be causing those problems. She's super excited for next year and really, really willing to muck in and build beds with me and everything, which is really, really lovely to see. She took my plan and made it a lot more pretty.
There's ants in there. Yeah. They're probably going to help.
One there. Got a big one there. This is the first decent sized pumpkin. So we had a few that weren't fertilised and didn't grow. Oh, look, there's another one there.
Yeah, but look, this is an example of the ones that weren't fertilised. They just fall off and die.
Yeah.
So
Oh, there's another one there.
Where?
In here.
Oh, he's big.
No, another one there. So that's
Oh,
like...
wow.
We've got loads of...
Camouflage now, aren't they?
Yeah, they are
Oh,
coming.
look at these ones here, Mum.
It's so exciting. Ah,
Amazing.
abundance.
Let's check the other one.
Amazing.
These are
Probably smaller.
Oh, look. There's one more.
There we
These are so
go.
big.
Excellent. And we've got our decent sized broccoli head, which is awesome because we didn't think anything was happening. This one's starting,
Need to fix this chart.
and this is starting to cabbage up. Cabbage up, is that the lingo?
Cool.
More Swiss chard starting there.
Need to harvest them.
And harvest some.
But look at the pumpkins coming up now.
Got some for the rabbits. Yeah, sunflowers are doing well. Potatoes, next lot of potatoes are starting to pop through.
There's another one here.
More beets, but we need to give it all a bit of a water.
Have you seen this zucchini?
Basil's doing well.
Look at this zucchini. What big
Wow.
she is.
And yesterday they weren't ready, were they?
No.
Now look at them.
It's amazing what a night does.
Yeah. That's why Daddy said just start picking them.
Yep.
starting to preserve some eggs. We're getting about 10 a day at the minute, so I'm preserving ready for the winter, and also it makes it really, really easy to just make a salad if we've got pickled eggs on hand and things like that, if we need a little boost of protein. So yeah, really excited to get some jars on the shelf. So I've sterilised the jars in really, really hot water. I've added some pickling spice and some salt, and I'm going to do 100% neat vinegar. So here we go.
Life is in a stream. The ocean called for you and me. Still, I'm in this game.
So, got some beetroot. And
Zucchinis.
courgettes.
Those are potatoes.
Some new potatoes. Got some kale.
And you put me flowers.
Ah, beautiful. Oh, that looks a nice broccoli. Homegrown, this is beautiful.
Doesn't smell like flowers.
And then we got the roosters.
2 roosters.
And then that's the meat from 2 of the hatched chickens that were roosters from the spring batch. So we escaped to the Dutchman's cheese farm again, so Etty could have a little fix of goats. She still absolutely loves goats, but as you can see, she's putting the money in the machine for the food. She's not even getting the food out, and they're eating it. Greedy, greedy goats. Looks like Marcus has just bought a meat grinder, I'm thinking. Look how happy he is. So, I just come outside to hear a load of commotion. I see Bridget's already moving the chicks out, so we'll go and catch up and see what she's doing. Hello, Mr. Tux. What are you doing with your meat chicks?
I am putting them in the brooder.
Put them in the brooder.
In my way now. They're all a bit hot. The last one. In the back.
I'm so excited. We have spotted our first eggplant. Yay!
How big is it supposed to get? Have you really seen an eggplant before?
Kind of like butternut squash size.
Oh, what's it?
We have just found that we have some beans. And we've got some sugar snap peas coming as well. Oh, it's a good day. So there we have it. That's what we've been up to over the last couple of weeks. And we're super excited that cooler weather is in the horizon and we can actually start getting to some decent projects done. Really, really excited to kick on with the garden, getting it ready for next year, potentially looking at fencing and obviously potentially starting that barn as well. So lots to be done. We just need that cool weather. Until the end, we really appreciate you joining us. I love getting the comments and any tips that are so useful. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. It really helps the algorithms with YouTube spread our videos far and wide. Thank you. See you next week, guys.
Don't kiss it. It's dirty.
Here the